My bad, y'all. We got cut off a little bit or whatever. But yeah, it's serious, man. These people are orchestrating all kind of crazy tactics, and they're actually infiltrating our families, man. Um, I'm really not trying to get too much into my situation. Y'all can learn more about my situation. But basically, I got hurt at work, ran into some money or whatever, and all through, my injury or whatever, I was dealing with stuff, but end up getting a settlement and some money, and this started happening. And they trying to infiltrate our families and turn our significant others against us, and even use them to get us institutionalized. Now they be having like literally people coaching them to doing this to us, man. Trying to sabotage us in any way. If you hear about me getting hacked, all of this, go check out my story on the True I Speak podcast page. I don't know which podcast you're getting this on, but you probably getting it on a newer podcast that I started. But check it out on the older podcast, and I tell y'all about it on here. But it's no game, y'all. These white supremacists out of control, and they using a lot of our own people, a lot of minorities. They leveraging things like if they're immigrants over here. Definitely, if they have people that's illegal immigrants, they have a lot of these people involved in the stalking and stuff. Like I said, a lot of the people who's supposed to be protecting and serving us, even medical, is involved in it. So you got to be careful there, man. I'm not telling you to become a schizophrenic. That's what they want. They will do tactics to try to fuck with you, antagonize you, and provoke you in any way. If you don't know what antagonize means, they will try to provoke you and do things to fuck with you in any way. They will literally try to get to everybody around you, and it don't matter. They getting people out of jail. So you can't trust the streets. You can't trust, none of your phones is secure at all. So if you out here doing, none of it's secure. They have all kind of surveillance set up now. So no, you can't even think you just gonna be going out here playing the streets and playing. They gonna set you up, man. And you're gonna end up working for these people, or being, they gonna definitely have you on the behind bars. And I'm telling you, as a man who been changed my life, got out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? This is my only power. If I was, man, I was just joking. Not joking, but it is a lot of truth in the joke. And, I do have a crazy sense of humor. So I was making light of the situation. But if I was the same person I was a long time ago, they would have destroyed me. I'm just being honest, y'all. They would, if I ran into that money that I ran into and went back to my old ways, I would have got fucked. I'm just being completely honest. So when I started recognizing what was happening to me, man, and I'm going to release a lot of the older podcasts, I was scared for y'all. I'm scared for y'all, son. A lot of people look, I be scared for y'all of how they try and set y'all up, because y'all still in the trap. Me, I became a family man, so I don't really, that's why they had to infiltrate my family. They had to infiltrate people close to me, because I don't leave the house barely. And especially back then, the only thing I was leaving the house for was to go to the doctors. You know what I'm saying? My dispensary was right up the street. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, so only thing I had to do is didn't leave the house. And this is one of the other ways they able to hack me the way they hack me, because I don't leave the house. So they basically kind of have me isolated. You know what I'm saying? But it was my protection as well. Like a lot of people be saying in the Chosen videos and stuff like that, your isolation, it was my protection as well, because I you know what I'm saying? And just the fact I didn't go back to my old ways, man. Like, I could have took that money and tried to act like the kingpin of the hood, and you know what I'm saying? Act like I was better than everybody. Nah, I tried to start a mentorship. I tried to heal people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing. You know what I mean? So I was going a different route, whereas though they couldn't really fuck with me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say this, man, because, you know, to the people who like me, you know what I'm saying, come from where I come from, and you may have been read scripture and felt like I felt like the scriptures was making me feel soft. I'm like, these shows is like, but no, that kind of stuff is your protection. I get they manipulated the books. I get they plagiarized the books. I get so much you gonna say, but a lot of that stuff is your protection, man. Like, I used to straight up say, this book make me soft, son, especially when I was in the hood. Like, especially when I was involved with certain stuff, because you feel like you have to be this kind of way for that's really fair. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into some more of those conversations a little bit later. If you out here acting outside, if you can't be yourself in the eyes of other people, then first of all, you can't even profess your God is the Most High that you submit to. You know, you submit to man. You can't be as you lie in the face of the Most High. I mean, you do it in the face of the Most High, because you can't hide nothing from him. But you lie to man. You know what I'm saying? You lie to man. So that's who you fear. You're not God fearing. You know what I'm saying? You fear man. You can't hide. If you connected, you know you can't hide. But we keeping it slim on that. We ain't getting into. But I want you to know most of that stuff is your protection, man. I said the same things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even read scripture too much, but I like, I'm very well read in it. I spent years dedicated to it, just studying nothing else but it. Honestly, I bear witness. I listen to good preaching, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And you know, I got some strong people I listen to, though. They not the people like they breaking it down, son. And then I got a deeper understanding of it. That's the whole thing. Like, I'm not limited to that book. I got knowledge outside of that book that correlate to that book and make things come together better. You know what I'm saying? So it is deep. But just the basic principles in that book, if you feel like they make you soft, I want to make it clear to you. Most of that stuff is your protection. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. Definitely dealing with Karens. And they ain't just female. Just niggas on some whole shit. I'm just being honest. Like they doing Karen tactics, son. Like, it's not like provoking somebody, using law enforcement to protect them. Why you provoking them? Like, and I'm not even a street person. I'm definitely not aggressive. I might seem aggressive responding to disrespect and certain stuff like that, but no. And I'm still not aggressive because I don't put paws on people. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a violent history at all. So whatever. They could say, oh, he sold drugs, he did it, but I don't fuck with people, man. I take care of people. I'm a servant. I'm gonna end this on that. I'm a servant, and to be a servant, not a slave, a servant. We're gonna do a podcast talking about the difference. But to be a servant is like the most highest, and that's value. Because I just did a podcast talking about value. But if you're not a servant, you really don't. You're not valuable, son. Why do you think you're valuable? Most people are parasites. And if you're a parasite, then you're not valuable, son. You're leech. You're compromising the system. You know what I'm saying? You're leech. And it just is what it is. You're not trying to add value to other people, man. You know what I'm saying? If you add value to other people, that makes you valuable. You know what I'm saying? And the sad thing is, the wicked enemy knows that, and the way he play, he add value to people and set them up by doing so. So why not us start adding value to people and setting them up in the right way? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not just setting them up so you can use and abuse them and manipulate them and tie them into your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Set them up in the right fucking way. But the way they condition people, it's easier to trick a fool than to teach a fool they being tricked. You know what I'm saying? I love that saying hit home. So and it's something I accept. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all deserve what's happening to y'all. It's sad to say that, but a lot of y'all don't give a fuck about nothing other than yourself. So how can you complain about people not giving a fuck about you and what you going through? If you can just turn a blind eye to everything, this world is crazy right now. And if you could just turn a blind eye to everybody else pain and what everybody else go through, how can you complain, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, how can you fucking complain? If you, I see T.O. I don't watch this or listen to that, and I'm just going through this, and I'm just, motherfucker, we all going, son. Like, come on, man. You right there kind of justify what's happening to you, son, because you don't give a fuck about what's happening to nobody else. So you're not valuable. You're not adding value. What makes you valuable? Deep down, ask yourself in your soul, man. Like, straight the fuck up, because I'm not here to just, you know what I'm saying, tell people that's not going to help you. You going to have to do some fucking work. And you ain't going to have the Most High on your side if you thinking that way. You know what I'm saying? If you just put in, oh, me, what's happening to me? Yeah, we got it. Yes, I understand. I'm a targeted fucking individual, son. These people who take thousands and thousands from me and try to oppress me in all kind of ways. And I'm still I still dedicate my life to so much more. You know why these people can't really get to me? Because too much more important shit is on my mind. Like, real rap. Like it's too much more important shit on my mind, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when they doing it to me, I'm thinking about how they affecting other people. I don't cry for myself. Yeah, I haven't cried for myself in a long time, son. But I see some targeted individuals going through and other shit, like, and that fucking makes me tired, son. Like, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. But yeah, to be a servant is the highest fucking, like to really be a servant here. You know what I'm saying? It's just the highest virtue you can possibly have. You know what I'm saying? Cause what the fuck else is it about? You know what I mean? And the real, we gonna speak about that a little later. But we out of here, cause we gonna keep it a little short. Plus, I just had to empty some storage. Y'all know I'm always fighting with storage. They got me limited back to this fucking iPhones 11s. These two iPhones 11s. I gotta get my other joint locked. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all just seen me wipe this iPhone. They got this iPhone saying all kind of stuff. Y'all gonna see the video. My bad, y'all. Y'all just seen me wipe this, y'all. This is now they blocking my communications now. This is what I was using to communicate. You know what I'm saying? And they just made the passcode stop working. Now it keep telling me to recover my phone or something and keep making me make a password. And it just don't work. Y'all gonna see that too. Like, this is what I go through, though. I can't have no secure device in here. Y'all gonna see literally all it's junky in here. I still gotta settle it up. But y'all see, I even had to go back to putting this stuff on my ceiling up in here. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to take it down. I want to look like a normal human being. But living around the predators, man, the oppressors, is crazy. This is slavery. This is them trying to implement slavery, man. You can't convince me no other way. How can you just do this to a person for years? They can't get no justice. Can't get no lawyers. All my calls are being monitored, redirected when they please. Text messages, the same thing. I can't get nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing outside. It's crazy. It's a slavery, son. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is damn near. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's borderline. If not, if you don't want to call it so. If you taking the motherfucker rights and violating the motherfucker rights, and they don't have to do nothing. Before, the only way you can make it slave, and this is why you don't want, this is what got me out of hustling and stuff like that. The only way to make a legal slave is for them to be a criminal, for them to be incarcerated. So when you see people setting people up to institutionalize them, because if you get institutionalized, that gives certain people the right to make decisions over your life, man. They can literally get you committed and put you in certain places. And these is the tactics these people is using against us, man. And they doing it to people. And like I said, what make me so it's so important for me to speak up about it is because they haven't said none of these things. They just been trying to do their tactics to set it up, while at the same time oppressing me, hacking me daily, 24/7, as you see, and just fucking trying to sabotage everything that I do, as you see. You know what I'm saying? But no, none of these claims have been made against me. Actually, I've been fucking, I had to do therapy for my injury. And I went through different psychological evaluations, period. Just even to have kinship care of my little brother. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even in that regard, son, they can't fuck with me, man. It's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some disgusting white supremacist. Let me stop, because I know what I was about to do. But nah, we can't even curse and stuff like that. We gotta clean all that up. We might be grown out here, but the white supremacist said we can't respond like that. We can't. We have to deal with our abuse. I can't even find the words for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, real rap, son. Like we don't get no justice. The people who's supposed to protect and serve us not only neglect us, but become complicit with it. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, or the rest of them ignore it. And which one is worse? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. But this is what we dealing with, man. So yeah, get out of the streets, man. I've been telling y'all a lot. I'm about to release a lot of podcasts. Paid. Get out of the fucking streets. Watch who you around. Like, I don't care. Watch every fucking body right now. Not on no schizophrenic stuff, like I said, because that's another one of these traps. But just watch. Keep a watchful eye. You know what I'm saying? Protect your family as much as possible. And, you know, stop fucking playing games with each other. Because playing games with each other is definitely the way these people infiltrate us. We got to treat each other fucking better, son. For sure. For sure. We got to treat each other better. Just point blank, period. Because we dealing with a deceitful, manipulating, lying, disgusting. Y'all know the characteristics of the devil. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with the devil and they making demons. Like, we living in that day, man. It just is what it is, though. And y'all know the characteristics of them. You know what I'm saying? That's what we dealing with here. So, yeah, we gotta treat each other better. Or that's a way the enemy can manipulate easily. Because if you're not treating your homies good, if you're not treating your girl or your husband or your man good, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, they can be manipulated, and you deserve it, kind of. You know what I'm saying? If you're not treating them right. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily, you don't, because nobody deserves to be betrayed and like set up by some enemies, because they are the enemies. If these people are planning and plotting against somebody's life, and that's the enemy of them, period. And if you start dealing with that person, you're fucking betraying them. You know what I'm saying? So no, it is no excuse to do that, but still, if we weren't treating each other better, it wouldn't be as easy. You know what I'm saying? And the way we acting out here, I'm telling y'all, we vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not speaking on myself in general, because I became a stand-up man and the shit's still happening to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so but I'm just saying, if you out here, you making yourself more vulnerable by being that way. You know, none of us is perfect. That's why I say at the end of the day, it's no excuse. You know what I'm saying, for them to do it to you. But yeah, don't make it easy for them. And we definitely making it easy for them, and by not doing right by each other. You know what I'm saying? And we all doing it and making an excuse. Oh, I gotta be this way, or I gotta do this. Okay, okay. Making yourself that's why we in the position we in, son. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to my people exactly because we on the bottom of this thing. You know what I'm saying? And we should be on top for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know what I mean? And we on the bottom. And it's a reason. We can't keep doing the same things. They say insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting a different result. What's saying, no, let me get out of here. Y'all know it's early and I be a little goofy and my fucking body hurts, and I've been pushing myself so much. We're gonna do another video on it, but it just is what it is. And I had to look like, oh, you've been exercising, like, cause my body definitely I've been feeling a little old these last couple days. And then I just went out and tried to deal with the fucking snow a little bit. You know what I mean? You know, I be trying to do what I can do. You know what I mean? But it just is what it is. I'm out of here, y'all. Stay safe, protect your mind, protect your family, protect your motherfucking heart. For sure.